I said, okay, something's going on with her. I said, I bet you anything that she's smoking. I bet you anything that she's using cannabis because that her brain ain't working right, right? So people can tell that, and I just want to be the kind of mean old man and warn all the young people, like, just be careful with that stuff because anything you do in excess is going to hurt you. Anything you do that you where you do it to the extreme, it's going to be harmful, and you may not even notice it, but everybody else will. So anyway, with that said, just circling back, let me circle back so I can make sure I don't lose my point too much here. So let's go back in terms of relationships and things like that. So with Sha'Carri and Christian, oh, the weed. Okay, so we're talking about the weed. So she got caught smoking the weed, and they told her she couldn't run. And the first thing I remember hearing was she said, "I was," and I knew what they were going to do. Somebody told her what to say. I mean, I know how this stuff works, and I don't blame them. And she said, "I was smoking because I was depressed because of the death of my biological mother." That right there sent a red flag up my, in my spine. I said, "Your biological mother? Who has a biological mother?" We all have biological mothers. But how many of you, when you talk about your mama, do you call her your biological mother? Does anybody tell me yes or no? Do you call your mother your biological mother, or do you just say my mama? Right? Nobody says that that's my biological mother. The only time you say my biological mother is if you have another mother who's not your biological mother most of the time. Like, for example, I would say my biological father because he's not the Negro that raised me. One was my father. My biological father, unfortunately, got caught up in heroin and all that, right? That's why I hate drugs. So I said, okay, I see this. Okay, so and a lot of us who saw people having babies during the crack era and in the aftermath, you know how a lot of kids got raised by grandma because mama was out in the streets doing God knows what, right? The destruction of the black family, probably a $10 trillion wealth loss, like literally generational wealth, trillions in generational wealth was lost from the war on drugs. I just want you to understand that so that when someone says, why is there no black wealth or why is black wealth not what it should be? First off, you shouldn't say that there's no black wealth because there is.